Shift Collective on a Saturday the 17th. We got an all snatch day today. We're gonna start off with a big warm up with the barbell, some duck walking. We're gonna go into an EMOM snatch balance, a little bit of a high skill, in my opinion, a really big high skill movement as far as snatch goes and a skill for it. I'll explain that through and kind of how you guys can back down from it to make it a little bit easier for yourself. And then what we call a 3-position snatch with a high hang, and a fold. So from the top, we're gonna be doing 5 rounds. We're gonna do a 30-foot duck walk. Remember, we grab onto a kettlebell or dumbbell with this. We're gonna get down into a squat. This is gonna be essential today to really open up our hips, our knees, and our ankles so we can receive a bar low. So make sure you guys take time and execute this well. We drop down the bottom of the squat as we hang on to this, and then we're gonna take those small steps forward as we move through for 30 feet. We're gonna then grab a barbell. We're gonna take snatch width. We're gonna go from behind the neck press, and we're gonna press it up 10 times. All right, I'm gonna demo PVC, but you guys grab a barbell if you can. If not, just do it PVC and or maybe a training bar, hopefully something lighter if you guys have, okay? 10, and then we finish up 10, we're gonna widen out those feet, and we're gonna go through 10 overhead squats with an empty bar. We're gonna rest, we're gonna repeat that for 5 sets. Now the snatch balance itself will be what we start out with. This will be taken off a rack, and it's gonna be a movement where we take the bar from behind our neck. We're gonna do our dip and drive. And then what our goal here is that it's learning to create speed, separation, and position underneath the barbell. Okay, so this is going to be we're going to try to execute this as fast as we can if we really do this thing perfect. And then we're going to take it really slow if we're still building into it. So what it looks like is we're going to go dip drive, we're going to punch up, we're going to drop down the squat. Okay, now what we're looking for is that as we create separation, so I'm here, I dip drive, bar goes up. Right? If I jump into a bar, it's just gonna go up, right? So as that momentum's going up, I'm gonna change position. Now this plays off so big in the snatch itself, because that's exactly what happens right here in the snatch. As I get here, this thing has all this upward momentum, and I'm gonna go, hey, I'm gonna do an air squat as this is going up, so I can catch it before it falls. It's a throw and a catch game, okay? So that's what this is gonna teach, is that we dip drive, it goes up, and then I'm gonna try to drop underneath. Now notice in this, now I'm gonna take it slow motion, but if we were to take a video from the side and we execute this really well, is what's gonna happen is the bar is gonna stay about right here, and I'm gonna drop underneath it, and I'm gonna essentially catch it at my parallel and finish out my squat, okay? And that's what would look like a really well executed snatch balance, is that when I catch this thing, now full pace here, when I catch this, is I'm gonna lock out and I'm gonna drop down that squat. It's gonna be shuffle, boom. I'm gonna try to hit that squat as fast as I can, okay? Obviously, this gets killer challenging as we add weight and load to this, mostly fear, a lot of position and strength applied. So the way we can take this slow is if we are nervous or don't have position as far as the squat goes, what we'll do is do more of what we call a heaving snatch balance, okay? There's a difference in this being that a snatch balance is we drop underneath the bar as fast as we can. Dip, drive, drop. As heaving is a push press into an overhead squat. And what that would look like is something like this. It's kind of a 2-part movement, and I'll make it super obvious. And then we snatch, okay? So if I was gonna do it fast, it would be more like that, okay? And then we could even take it one step further by saying, hey, I'm kind of okay with it, and I'm gonna go here, and then just kind of ride out that squat because I'm not super comfortable down the bottom, okay? So take that slow with a goal being of building speed. Now what I'd like to see, if we're super confident in 10-minute EMOM, we're gonna build for load, right? I'm gonna see if I can build up decently heavy, not to failure. Remember that, we're not trying to fail under load. If it happens, that's okay, but to push that's not, especially in Olympic lifting, okay? Especially in skill development drills such as snatch balance. Failing gets you nowhere. It teaches you bad position and bad behavior. So be smart with that. If it feels like it's gonna fail, stay. If we have good speed, we're gonna push that a little bit. If we don't, I want you guys to find a mild medium weight, and we're gonna just focus on each round. I'm gonna get a little faster and a little faster and a little faster. So one is I'm increasing weight. The other one is I find a good weight and I'm focusing on increasing speed and confidence, okay? So again, our goal here is a snatch balance. We start with our feet hip width. I jump, I split my feet, boom, I go out to my squat and I catch the bar, okay? Now we're gonna take that into the next thing, which will be a 3-position snatch, guys. We take it up in the hip. The high hang is the first one, which is the hardest one to understand because all of you guys want to do the same thing which will ruin this movement, okay? It's that in the starting position, what you're gonna wanna do, now I encourage you guys to videotape yourself and look for this, all right? What you're gonna wanna do is this right here. Boom, in the high hang. And what you're seeing is I'm leaning my shoulders forward, okay? So notice my shoulders behind the bar. The bar is in front of me, the shoulders are behind it. If we dip and lean forward, and now my shoulder is in front of the bar and not behind the bar, we've already broken our position in the high hang, okay? This the high hang will limit your total weight you guys do for 3 positions. So that's important to understand, okay? What we're looking for is straight up and down dip and drive. Is it hard? Yes. Do you not get any momentum? Yes. That's the whole goal of it and the whole point of it, okay? So let that be the case and focus on what this is trying to develop. I'm here, all right? I get set, I pinch my shoulders, I'm gonna dip straight down, I'm gonna pop up with everything I got, which is not a lot. Again, you're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I get no momentum on this, and that's the case. I pop up, and then what this is gonna teach is you have to shrug hard and be fast, okay? That's the whole point of a high hang, is you really have to go into it with a hard here, boom, we hit it, and then we drop. So we're gonna go dip drive, boom, boom, and we get underneath the bar, okay? So it's dip drive. And notice again in my dip and drive, I'm not leaning forward, it's not here, right? This stays up in what we call pockets. Or if you guys can find your pubic bone, okay? Push in, you can find your pubic bone right up here. That bar should stay in there. It should not slide down below that at all, okay? That's always a good indicator for our top position, is your top position, if we have good grip, should be right about that pubic bone. And in a high hang, it does not go below, it stays on. In a hang, now we start to go below, okay? So I'll beat that one up the most. Watch the shoulders. Video it, pay attention. We do not lean forward. This will be the movement that dictates your load, okay? And be okay with that. That's the whole goal today. So we go 1 rep, boom, here. Then we go hang. Now we butt back, we lean forward in that kind of good morning. We did this last week. We keep that bar super close to the knees, and we go for our second snatch. And then third is gonna be all the way to the floor. We do all 3 without dropping the bar. That's 1 set. We rest for 90 seconds, every 90 seconds. So you do lift whatever time is remaining. So, sorry, I misworded that a little bit. Every 90 seconds for 10 sets here. So again, 1 high hang, 1 hang, 1 full, 3 lifts every 90 seconds. Let that high hang be your focus point of the day. Keep yourself upright. It's a push press lift, okay? It's the same thing if I was gonna push press, dip drive, no different, okay? So just kind of focus on that. That is something that a lot of people really struggle to gain comprehension of. So hopefully it really helps see me break that down a little bit. Take video of yourself and really focus on that today, okay? So big warm up, some snatch balance skill, and then into our snatch focus of the day. Have fun, happy Saturday. You're welcome for not making you guys do anything crazy.